everyone, welcome to my channel. So today's video is going to be all of my favorite hair products and skincare products and a few kind of miscellaneous type of products that I'll consider are in the beauty category that I absolutely loved for the 2021 year. Some of these products you'll have seen on my channel before, and then there's other products that I use on a daily basis or a weekly basis and may not have necessarily shown them on my channel. So I have a lot of product to go through, so let's just jump right into it. So one of the first products I'm going to start with is cleansers. One of them is the Glow Recipe Papaya Sorbet Enzyme Cleansing Balm. Oh my goodness, you guys, this is such a fantastic cleanser. This is my second jar of it. Looks like that. So I've already started scooping into this one. It just smells fantastic. It smells like papaya. But what I really like about this is if you've ever used a product like this where it melts the makeup off. So what I do is I scoop the product onto my dry skin. I don't wet it beforehand, and I just massage it in for about a minute, like all into my eyes, everywhere, just trying to really focus on areas that I really have a lot of makeup, like my eyes where my mascara is. Once I've massaged it in for about a minute, and then I just take a face cloth and wipe my face off. Now it does sometimes leave a little bit of a residue. So I use this product more if I am going to do a double cleanse. If I've worn a lot of makeup that day or like a little bit more of a heavier face makeup day, I will use this one. And then I double cleanse just because, like I said, it has just a little bit of a residue after it. But it does leave my skin really soft after. And I like how it just dissolves the makeup away. It's a great product in that sense. And then my skin just feels hydrated after. So a great find for a cleansing balm. Now, a cleanser that I use on a daily basis when I may not have as much makeup on my face that day, but when I'm trying to remove the makeup at night and I just want a really gentle cleanser, I reach for the Mad Hippie Cream Cleanser. Now, one of my good friends here on YouTube, Tamara from Tamara's Timeless Beauty, she uses this. She swears by it, and I was so glad that she got me onto this one because it is such a wonderful, wonderful cleanser. It smells so good. I love the smell as I'm cleansing my face. So if my face is still a little bit damp, I take a little bit in my palm of my hand and I, again, massage it into my face for about, 20, 25 seconds. And I find that it just, again, it's one of those ones that just dissolves the makeup away and doesn't strip the natural oils from my face. It's a very, like a very gentle cleanser, pH balanced. It's a vegan, cruelty-free product. Same with the Glow Recipe. That also is like vegan and cruelty-free. It has a couple of key ingredients, orchard extract and jojoba oil, which are just really going to soothe and hydrate your face. And it's not a bad price point. I'll insert all the prices as I'm going through, but this one actually isn't a bad price point for like a really good cleanser. So this was a great find for 2021. Okay, so getting into a few more of the skincare products. One of the products that I absolutely loved as soon as I started using it is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dew Drops. Now, one of the reasons that I really enjoyed using this is you can use it either over top of your makeup, you can use it underneath your makeup, and it just gives me a really like a glowy appearance. You can use it as like a little bit of a highlighter if you want to put some highlight on your cheeks. It's a very versatile product. With the addition of the niacinamide, I find it really like brightens my appearance up. It evens out my skin tone. My skin doesn't look as like dull. And it just gives me like that really lit from within glow. It's not like an overly runny product, but it absorbs great. There's no residue left after it. It really just smells like watermelons. So yeah, it just gives me that really, really beautiful glow, and my skin is so soft after. So on days that I'm going to use it, I apply it before I apply my moisturizer. So really enjoying the Glow Recipe Niacinamide Watermelon Drops. Now, a product that I love for exfoliating, I exfoliate about 3 times a week. I don't usually like to do it any more than that because my skin is very sensitive. I don't want it getting overly dry, and I just don't want to be stripping the oils off my skin that much. So I really, really like the Aveeno Positively Radiant Skin Brightening Daily Scrub. Now it says that you can use it daily. I personally, just like I said to you, I don't exfoliate that much throughout the week. Why I really like this one is, like, when I put it on my finger, the little bits of particles are not like a harsh scrub. I don't know if you've ever used one of those scrubs where you can really feel it on your face as you're doing it. It feels very gritty. This is actually really, really soothing, and I find I don't have any reaction to it. I like several of the Aveeno products. If you watched me before, you know my absolute favorite moisturizer is the Aveeno Positively Radiant Moisturizer. That's my go-to moisturizer. But I really do like how this softens my skin up, takes away all the dead skin cells. I think that's really important to exfoliate. Even if you do it once a week, just getting all those dead skin cells off your face or your body. And it just is going to liven up your skin and just gives me like a brighter appearance. Now, a couple of moisturizers that I enjoy using. One of them I use a little bit more in the winter, like the fall winter, because it is a bit of a thicker consistency, and I do like using more creams in those seasons. So one of my favorites is the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Face Cream. I have this one in fragrance free. But it's a really nice texture, and even though it's like on the thicker side, it's a really fast absorbing cream and leaves my skin, again, really, really hydrated, brightens my appearance up. It has hyaluronic acid in it, peptide complex, and really one of the best things is it is so affordable. This is by far one of the most affordable creams that I have used. And I just love how effective it is on my skin. Even my skin, if it's feeling like really parched, this just makes it feel so hydrated and moisturized. And if you're familiar with e.l.f., you know that they're like a cruelty-free brand. So I really, really enjoy that part of their products as well. And then one of my staples that when I'm not using my Aveeno moisturizer, this is the other one I gravitate to. And I use this one a lot in the summertime because it has SPF included in it. Now I do use additional sunscreen, which I'll go to in a minute, but on the days that maybe I just forgot to put it on, I know that I'm at least a little bit covered because it has an SPF 30. So it's the Garnier, the Clearly Brighter Even Tone Daily Moisturizer. This one, it's so incredible how soft my skin feels after using this. It has a little bit of vitamin C in it, so that's also going to help brighten up my appearance and help with my hyperpigmentation that I have on my face. It's non-greasy, fast absorbing, and it has just a bit of a citrus scent, which I really enjoy that. It's not like a really overpowering floral scent, but just a really nice citrusy scent. And I apply this one or the e.l.f., whichever one, or my Aveeno. I apply that after I've used the niacinamide drops. So highly recommend this one if you get a chance to try it out. Now these next two products, I'm just going to kind of glaze over them really quickly because I just had them in my game-changing video, which I'll put up in the cards here. If you want to go check it out into what I talked about in more in-depth review of them, go check out the video. I'll also have it linked down in the description box below. But the two products that I use, and these are ones that I like I said, they were just in my game-changing video, and I truly believe these are the best products I tried out of everything all year. These two products are my standouts. So one is the Elizabeth Arden Visible Difference Moisturizing Eye Cream with the label half off because it's down to the nitty-gritty. I barely have anything left, so I need to go and purchase my other one. I can't believe how, even this morning when I was after I put the eye cream on, and I was just looking in the mirror and I'm like, wow, like my under eyes look so good and hydrated. Like you have to understand, my under eyes used to be so dry, like, oh my goodness, so dry. And I would get all of those little wrinkles right in the very corners. Even when I wasn't even wearing like concealer or anything, I would get all these little wrinkles in the corners of my eyes. And since I've been using this, don't have that at all. And it just fills in all of my little fine lines that I have going on. So I think it is just one of the best eye creams out there. And oh my goodness, if they ever get rid of it, I will be very sad. I will cry. And then the L'Oreal Midnight Serum, again, wonderful product. And so glad that I started using this. it has made such a difference on my face. I use this one just strictly at nighttime. I can't believe what a difference it makes on my face when I get up in the morning. My face is just so soft and just looks so much better. I don't know how else to describe it. It really is like a little, I think I'm in my game changer video, I called it a magic potion. And I really think this is like a magic potion. One of the best products I've tried all year. Now for sunscreen, I use a couple of different types. My favorite sunscreen is La Roche-Posay, but it wasn't a new sunscreen, so that's why I'm not showing you in this video. The other one that I tried and started using in the fall was the Supergoop Unseen sunscreen. This is an SPF 40. Now I only got a little size because I wasn't sure how well it was going to work. I find there is certain ingredients in sunscreens that I will break out in. Whatever ingredient I still, because I've tried several different types of brands of sunscreen, and there's only a very, very few that I can use without getting like an allergic reaction. I start getting like a rash all on my neck. My neck gets almost like hives. It feels like there's bumps, it's red, it's itchy. So when I saw this one, it had just a little size. Like this is a 20 ml size. I was, okay, well, let's give it a try because I've heard really good things about Supergoop. And you guys, this one is fantastic. This one is so good. I don't have any issues with it at all. It's actually a clear formula and it's like a gel. Like I was surprised. I'm usually using like more lotion type of products, and it doesn't have any sort of like smell to it, like a very faint smell that you can smell like it's a little bit sunscreen. But it doesn't leave like a greasy feel, which is nice. Usually like when you use a gel type formula, there's sometimes you can get like a little bit of greasiness. Now, a few reasons that I really like this one is it says it's designed for all skin types. So when I'm putting a sunscreen on my face, I don't want anything really greasy that's going to be under my makeup and make my foundation or whatever break apart. This one says it's oil free as well and non-comedogenic. And what I really liked, not that I'm going to be traveling anytime soon, but I really like that it is reef safe. And one of the best parts is I did not break out from it. So this one gets a big, huge thumbs up for me. So now that I know it works well, I will go and purchase like the fuller size of it. And the thing about Supergoop, I was actually surprised. I did get this at Sephora. I was surprised at how many different types there were. I think I gravitated this one because there was no tint to it, or there was like no fragrance to it. And it just seemed like it would be just a really good one to put on my face. So that's why I chose this one. Now this product was more of a recent find for me in the early part of 2021. My skin was really, really dry in the winter. And I was getting eczema on my hands. So I was looking for a product that I just wanted to put on my hands and that it was thick enough that it would actually stay on my hands. So I came across the Weleda Skin Food. This is the original Ultra Rich Cream. Now, what I was actually surprised about is how thick it is. It's like you literally just need like that much. And that will do all of my hands. I have actually quite a dry patch right now going right here on my knuckle. So I take the cream and I rub it in. Unbelievable how well it absorbs into my really. If I have any rough patches on my skin, you can use this all over your body. I just prefer to use it on my hands mostly because I have other body creams that I use for the rest of my body. It has rosemary, chamomile. It doesn't have any preservatives. It's not a scent. The only thing that you can really smell is the chamomile. If you don't like that, then you probably wouldn't like this smell. But I actually quite like it. It's nice, and it's such a really rich cream, but doesn't feel greasy. So that's what I'm really looking for. I don't like it when products just kind of sit on your skin and don't absorb into it, because it's really not doing anything then. But this one just absorbs awesome into the skin. This one is just a 1 fluid ounce or a 30 ml. It does come in a bigger size, but again, it was one of those ones where because you're just using like a tiny little amount, that's still going to last me for quite some time. So I'm really, really happy I found that. Now in the wintertime, I do like to have a little bit of self-tanner on. I think I look just so pasty white if I don't put a little bit of self-tanner on. Two products that I discovered in 2021. So one of them that I've shown on my channel before is the Isle of Paradise. These are the self-tanning drops, face and body. This is the medium color. Now, all you do with this is it's such an ingenious idea, is you take a drop or however many drops, you decide how tan do you want to be. So if I want to have like a really, really tanned look, and if I can find, I think there was one video that I did that I was like really looking tanned, like holy smokes tanned. That was from these drops. If I want to have that really, really intense tan, then I think for that one I did like 3 or 4 drops. Normally, if I just want like a subtle little glow, I'll do like a couple of drops. But you mix this in. What I think is fantastic about it is you mix this in with your regular moisturizer. I've been using, it's just like the Nivea body moisturizer. So I put some of the moisturizer in my hand, and I take a couple of drops, I mix it together. Don't use it by itself. It's not designed to be used on its own. It has to be mixed with lotion. You mix them together, and that's what I use. I put it all over my body, arms, everywhere, and it does start to develop your tan within a few hours. It does have that little bit of like self-tan smell, but is not as bad as some other self-tanners that I've had. Some of them are just like yuck, just has that really gross smell to it. This one doesn't do that. It has just like a slight scent to it that you can, okay, I have some self-tanner on, but it's not overpowering. But I just love how you mix this in with your own lotion. You decide how tanned you want to be. So then what I decided to do was, why don't I buy the self-tanning butter? So that's what I did. Bought the self-tanning butter, and I've been using this one lately. I don't know if you can, kind of see, like I have it on my neck right now, and it's just giving me a really slight glow, a nice little tan. I don't look like I've been to Hawaii, but it's just giving me that nice little subtle glow where I don't look like a ghost. I would say the only thing I don't like about this, the one negative, is the actual packaging is quite hard. Like this is, when you go to squeeze it, I find I have troubles trying to get sometimes I really shake the product down, and then I give it a good squeeze, and sometimes it's really hard to get that product out. And I can imagine what it's going to be like when I start getting really down low in the product. It's probably going to be really hard to get out. So I guess that was my only negative, is just this is a really hard plastic. It's not that pliable plastic where you could squeeze it. But the only other thing was, I totally forgot, this was my bad, but after I used it 2 days ago, I forgot to wash my hands. So note to self, after you use self-tanner, I don't know if you can see how right along over here, it's all over my hands. So I just totally forgot, because it's like a lotion. It really just, how it goes on, it just feels like a lotion. And so, I put it all over my body and went about doing my stuff, didn't even think about washing my hands. And I looked down later, I was, oh, forgot to wash my hands. So note to self, wash your hands after you use it. This one has a really nice smell to it. Some of the ingredients, it's a blend of coconut, eucalyptus, and peppermint oil. It's a very rich cream. I will say it's a very, very rich cream. And it just gives me, again, like a really illuminated kind of, like a illuminated appearance. And what I also like about this one in particular is it gradually diminishes the color. Sometimes when I've used self-tanner in the past, as it's coming off your body, it can get a little like patchy. The other thing that I liked about this one is I don't pay any close attention to like my elbows or my knees, my ankles. Usually those spots when you're using like a self-tanner, you have to be really careful because those are really dry areas normally, and it'll cling to those areas and you'll get like a really, really dark patch if you're not careful. But this one here, use it all around those areas, and I don't have any of that patchiness. So this is such a great find. If you love self tanners, I highly recommend this one. It's like just a great body butter and very creamy. So I love this one. Now this is one of those miscellaneous products. It's kind of in a category all of its own, and it's the Crest Whitening Emulsions Leave On 1 Minute Apply and Go treatment. So I'm pretty much down to the last little bit of it. There's just a tiny little bit left at the bottom here. This is my second one. I think this is a fantastic product if you have sensitive teeth. I usually shy away from products like whitening strips, that sort of thing, because my teeth are very sensitive. I've gone into that in another video, so I won't go into too much here, but very sensitive teeth. So anytime I try any of those products, it just makes my teeth just ache when I use those ones. So I was a little bit hesitant when I heard about this one. It actually says on there, gentle for teeth sensitive to whitening. So I thought, okay, let's give it a try. And this is great. Fantastic. It whitens my teeth. Now, if I find that my teeth are maybe getting a little bit yellow, I'll use this for several days in a row. It's not something that I use every day, but if I just kind of notice, hey, my teeth are maybe not as white as I would like them, I just throw this on. It comes in a little applicator like that, and I just squeeze it up. There's a little hole there. I squeeze up a little bit of product. You don't need a lot. I just massage it into my teeth. So after about half an hour, I don't have anything to drink or anything like that. So they just recommend that as soon as you apply it, don't do anything with it. Just let it sit on your teeth. I find my teeth are just so much whiter. And the best part is just there's no sensitivity. I don't have that achiness with it. All right, so we're just going to get into a little bit of hair care products. So one of my favorite finds that I found for my hair, now I have shown the original version of this on my channel before, but they came out with a new type of Wonder Water. And this one is called the Dream Lengths. So it's specifically designed for people with longer hair. And it helps with your detangling, which it does. I can't believe how well it works when I'm using my wet brush and detangling my hair. It's just such a great product. My hair is smoother. I don't have as many flyaways. It's not as frizzy because my hair, believe it or not, my hair is a frizz bomb. As soon as I blow dry it, my hair is literally out to here. But this is the 8-second Wonder Water, a lamellar rinse out. It has no silicone and it doesn't weigh your hair down. So the measurements are on the back here of how much you're supposed to use. So I believe it says 1 dose equals 20 mils. So this is 20 mils right here. And then, so between each line is 20 mils. If you have fine to medium hair, use 1 dose. And if you have thick or wavy hair, then use 2 to 3 doses. Now, I personally just use 2 doses. So that's going to be basically this much here. And like I said, when I'm in the shower, wash my hair, and then I take this and I apply it into my hair, and it literally takes, like it says, 8 seconds. I quickly massage it in. You can feel it working. It's almost like it gets a little bit hot. And after that 8 seconds, and then I just rinse it out. My hair is so soft after. Oh my goodness. And then I do use conditioner after as well. And then when I get out of the shower and I blow dry my hair, it's not as frizzy. I don't have the big frizz head. So I'm so glad they came out with one specifically for longer hair. I appreciate that. Then they also came out with the Dream Lengths Heat Slayer Pre-Iron Spray. And it is specifically designed if you do use a flat iron, which I do. I use a flat iron. It's just going to help protect your hair. It's always recommended that because the flat irons, at least the ones that I use, are very, very hot. This one protects up to, I believe it is 230 degrees Celsius, so quite high. My hair doesn't look as fried, dry, and it still gives it a little bit of a hydrated look. So before I'm going to flat iron my hair, I just take this and I spray it all on my hair, and I will section it. So that's how I flat iron my hair. I take sections. So I'll spray that, and then I let it sit for a second, and then I start flat ironing. But I really do think this makes a huge difference if you are somebody that uses a flat iron. Now, if you're somebody that has long hair like myself, and I don't know about you, but I find my hair just can get really dry because it is a bit longer. And with my age, my hair definitely has dried out over the last few years, especially. So I've been trying to find products that will just kind of give my hair a little bit of shine, not feel so dry. So I discovered the Bumble. This is the BB Hairdresser's Invisible Oil. Again, this is a spray-on. I use this one after I've shampooed and conditioned. I've come out of the shower. I use this one, spray it in my hair, and I comb it through. And I find this one also helps with those like flyaways, and it doesn't feel as damaged. Like my hair usually, especially like where it's all kind of highlighted, really feels dry, and especially in the wintertime. And this one just gives enough of a little bit of oil. Like it's not going to weigh my hair down, but it just gives enough of a little bit of oil where it makes my hair still feel just a little bit hydrated and not as dry. It is designed for dry to like very dry hair. So if you're somebody that has like blonde hair, if you have highlighted hair, if you have like gray hair, this product is fantastic. It's the Olaplex No. 4P Blonde Enhancing Toning Shampoo. Repairs, hydrates, and brightens all blonde, lightened, and gray hair, like I said. It is a purple shampoo. I'm not going to take it out because it is quite purple, but you can kind of see right there. And this made such a difference. I was a little bit skeptical when it says that it's going to help tone my hair. When my hair needs a refresher, like for highlighting, it almost starts going like that really brassy kind of color. I find I get it a lot in here, and like in these pieces here that are kind of around my face. So I thought, okay, well, a toning shampoo, let's see how this works. Now, I have used purple shampoos before, and it kind of lightens up the areas, lightens up those highlighted areas, but it didn't actually ever tone my hair. Well, I used this the first time. I came out of the shower, blow dried my hair, and flat ironed it. And as I'm looking in the mirror, I'm like, oh, like that orangey brassy is gone. So my son's girlfriend, she was here, and I came downstairs and I said to her, I said, can you see remember I have those like orangey areas? Can you see them? And she goes, no, they're gone. And I'm like, oh yes, all right, that actually works. So I was so happy and like I don't use this every day. Oh my goodness, no. Like I don't even wash my hair every day. I wash my hair, I think, about like 3 times a week. The most I use this is about 2 times a month. So it strengthens, softens, and neutralizes unwanted yellow tones for brighter, more manageable hair, which it does. Like my hair looks so much brighter. So what I do is I wash my hair first. You leave it on anywhere between 1 and 5 minutes. It depends on how much toning you want of your hair. And then rinse it out and then use the conditioner. Okay, so just a few more miscellaneous products. So these ones are my absolute favorite go-to nail polishes. And I have a little collection here. So it's the Revlon Ultra HD Snap. Well, I have 5 of them right now. I want to get more because they have such a beautiful shade range of all of these. There is just so many. There's purples and greens and oh my dark colors, and love them. Now these, in my opinion, these are better than the OPI nail brand. These last so much longer. Like I can go a good like 5 days without it chipping. Now keep in mind, I also put a base coat on and I also put a top coat on. I find there's other nail polish brands that even after like maybe 2-3 days, they'll start getting that little bit of chipping at the end. But this one, I don't have any issues with that. I'll tell you the shades I have. So this one here, this one's so pretty. I love this one for the spring. And it is called Makin the Most. That one. I have a white one, which looks really nice in the summertime. And this is Early Bird, a really nice pink shade, and this is called Rule the World. This is my go-to in the fall. Oh, this one I wore constantly in the fall. And this is Birthday Suit. And the one that I have on today, it's like a nice, like a peach color. And this is called Think Pink. What I enjoy about these is the actual brush head I just don't want anything, don't want anything falling. It's a bit of a thicker, like a thicker brush, if you can see that. So what I really found with these is it takes me less time to do my nails. So I take the brush and I, honest to goodness, I just go once down the middle, once down the side, and once down the other side. Like 3 strokes and my nails are done. And it's fast drying. I would say after like 10 minutes, your nails are good to go. So this was one of my favorite finds for nail polishes last year. All right, so now we're just going to get into a few of the makeup tools that I absolutely loved last year. So no surprise, I'm not going to go into too much detail because I just had a bunch of these on my last, like one of my last videos, I think it was. So by now you guys know the BK Beauty brushes, I think, are the best brushes. They are such good quality and they are just amazing, amazing brushes. So all of these ones here are from the Angie Hot and Flashy collection. Now they aren't sold individually, they are just sold as a collection piece. But you get such a great assortment of brushes and the quality, I can't believe how soft they are. They are specifically designed for more mature skin just because they aren't going to tug, especially some of these eye brushes. They don't tug on your eyes if you have like crepiness on your, like crepey skin like I do. I have quite crepey skin developing on my eyes. And these brushes just don't grab onto that skin. They just glide over those folds. Oh, she just did an amazing job with these brushes. But like I said, I had these in another video, so I'm not going to go into too much detail. So I absolutely love the whole collection of the Angie Hot and Flashy brushes. And then my 2 favorite, now you've heard me talk about the 101 foundation brush. This is like the best foundation brush I've ever tried ever. But I've had it on my channel lots, so I'm not going to go into too much detail. I love all of the brushes, but the other one that stands out for me is this is the 204. This is the Smudge It brush. And what I really like about this one is it does a great job under my bottom lash line. I've tried other brushes before that are supposed to be, you know, like angled and they fit kind of under your eyes. But whatever it is, the density of the brushes, like the bristles, just fit beautifully under my eye. And I just take a little bit of product, run it under my lower lash line, and it's just soft. Like the brushes are soft, so dense and soft, and just deposit the color. These 2 are my absolute favorites that stand out for me. And then a couple of other products that I just wanted to mention because this one has made a real difference to my eyelashes. And it is the Rephr Eyelash Curler. Now you're thinking, it's just an eyelash curler, Mel. Like, I don't know what's special about it. Well, you know what? There is something about this eyelash curler that I haven't found with other ones. And I've used a couple of different brands before. For whatever reason, this one just stands out for me because just the design of the curler. When I can grab all of my lashes and it really gets close to my lash line, and then as I'm releasing it throughout my lashes, it just curls them in a way that other eyelash curlers haven't. And what also it does is however the design is, it really gets into like these really small corner lashes that other ones may miss because they just can't grasp them. But this one just grasps all those little ones in the corner there and actually curls them. So now when I put my mascara, it can grab onto those lashes and makes it look like I actually have lashes in the corner of my eyes. So this is such a great find. And then the other product is the Rephr. This is the brush 22. I'm not going to lie, this one is on the pricey side, but it is one of their flagship brushes. It's so incredibly soft. The hairs are just so natural and beautiful and soft. If you're not familiar with Rephr, they're handcrafted in Japan, and this is uncut natural hair. So that's what makes these a little bit pricier. But as I've mentioned before, when you are applying makeup, it really does make a difference with the tools that you use, however the brushes that you use or the sponges that you use. I think that really makes a difference in how your makeup applies on your face. And you don't have to just use it for bronzer. You can use it for other powders as well. But I think this is just, yeah, one of the best brushes I have for a Rephr brush. Well, that is it. That is my favorite hair, skin, and miscellaneous type of products that I used in 2021. Some of these I'm so glad that I discovered them. They've made such a difference to either my hair or my skin, and even the way that I apply my makeup. So happy I discovered some of these. If this is your first time here, hi, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you consider subscribing, and don't forget to hit that notification bell, and that way you're notified whenever I upload new videos. And as mentioned, there will always be videos down in the description box of products that I've gone into more of an in-depth review about them. So you can go check those videos out as well. And I will also have all the links for everything that I talked about today. Those will also be down in the description box. And I thank you so much if you ever decide to use one of my links. I thank you so much for helping to support my channel. And don't forget to leave some comments down below if you have used some of these products and what your thoughts of them are. I always like to hear from you guys. I love hearing your feedback. And you guys give me so many ideas about different products to try. And I always appreciate that. Thank you. And I just want to say thank you so much for taking some time out of your day and spending that with me. And as always, I hope everybody has a great week and a great life, and I will see you all very soon in my next video. Bye!